The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready?
First down, and they'll start with Algier. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And some space here. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this stuff if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to work. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they're going to get this ball on the 40 before it's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second, here's Algier. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Falcons at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
10 cycles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Over the dime looked on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give, Eckler running to the right.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And he's got room.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Herbert off of play action. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second down, here's an option right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Algier going straight ahead.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll stick with Algier. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
43 rail. Strike. Check. Strike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The punt team on now as Champ1ons sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Herbert on first down now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Cooks, 50 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Falcons with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 28, Falcons 14.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They'll run for it with Algier.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35. And It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
3rd and 2, Herbert. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Starting the drive with Algier.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
Right. Opposite. 3.
Algier with another carry. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Algier now up the middle.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Tyler Algier.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And it's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He's got Allen.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Herbert.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series. They're getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Here's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Green Jack. Black Ultra. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Dancing to his left. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Now a handoff to Algier.
They find some open field here. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57 yards on the ground.
On the give, it's Algier.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Handing it off, right side, Algier.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Check back.
They're going forward with the option right. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. A big play there for L.A. 71 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's Eckler again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score, Chargers 52, Falcons 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Algier again on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Here we go. Strike. Check. Strike.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. That's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the